Lamb.
Lamb?
What's that spell, Harvester Ed?
L-A-M-B. Now you're making me hungry. I like a medium rare.
Oh, I do too, right? You know I love acronyms, Harvester Ed, so I use LAM for conferences to remind me what happens at a conference. You learn new things, right?
Yeah.
You affirm things you're doing already.
True.
You meet new people, which is big time, and you be better as a result of attending a conference. So this is Head Harvester Bill Arnold for the West Coast.
Head Harvester Ed LaFlamme from the East Coast.
So we're going to talk about conferences, and they're coming up some really good ones. And guess what? Harvesters are going to be there at all three of these.
You got it.
So tell us a little bit about the conference. What's coming up in August?
What's coming up in August is going to be the L&L Technical Conference, where they have software and they have all the latest cool stuff out, like the electric equipment, the autonomous equipment. It's really pretty awesome. And they have really good speakers too. I've been surprised at how good they have. It's been very, very good.
Yeah, top-notch quality speaker. We've been attending this for like, I don't know, last 3 or 4 years, right?
Yeah, since they started it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So good stuff. So that's in August, and that's in Las Vegas.
That's right. Then NALP Elevate's going to be in Dallas. So you have to look up the dates, but this is going to be in Dallas. That's going to be fantastic. And guess what? We have a booth there too. Yeah.
Oh, number 430, by the way, if you want to come by and see us, we're at number 430.
Awesome. Okay.
Elevate.
We made a booth twice as big now, so it's going to be, can't miss us anymore, right?
Are we going to do the axe throwing thing or?
No.
Oh, come on.
No.
How about a golf swing or something? Forget it.
No. And the fire breathing.
No, not going to do that anymore.
We can't do any of that stuff. That's going to be that one. And then, of course, the favorite one for many landscapers is going to be Equip in October. And that's where all the equipment is. I'd say, I'm guessing, 10 acres of equipment inside the trade show floor, 20 acres of equipment outside where you can actually, use the equipment. We'll keep him off it. He doesn't want to get anywhere near it. You can't tell what he'll do. So that's the other piece of it. And there's a lot of talks too going on simultaneously.
Yeah, good
That's a
stuff.
great one.
That's so big, folks. I have to put a GPS unit on Harvester Ed here so I can find it because it gets a little lost sometimes, as you may already know.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, GPSME chips on him.
Yeah. So we want to give you a couple examples of some of the really cool things we've learned at conferences over the years. What would you say would be some of the highlights?
Well, the most important thing is the people you meet.
Amen.
So like, the first conference I ever went to, I know it was in Florida, and I met Landon Reeves.
Wow.
He's passed now, sadly. But he was the owner of Chapel Valley, and we became very good friends. We had dinner that night. I didn't know anyone, by the way, no one there. And I met him, we had a great dinner, and I was friends from him that day on. So we got together socially and everything was, and I asked him questions and we shared a lot of information. And of course, Harvester Bill, I met him at a convention some time ago, 40 years ago.
35
right?
years ago. You're just a little guy then.
Yep, and you know what? I thought I was pretty cool back then. I was doing $3 million. Now, of course, this was a long time ago. $3 million was a lot of money.
Connecticut's a small state, too.
That's it. There you go. So I went there pretty cool. Look what I'm doing, right? And so I made friends with Bill, and we're talking. We're a glass of wine, And I said, "So, Bill, you know what?" He asked me. He said, "If you want to come out to California see my operation, no problem, anytime." And I thought, yeah. So I said, "Well, how big is your operation, Bill?" And he goes, $25 million. I said, $25 million? So let me tell you, I was out there like within a few months, and it was awesome. I spent almost a week with Bill.
Yeah.
I learned so much. It was incredible. So that's the kind of stuff that you pick up from conferences. People.
Yeah.
A lot of my clients, they're hesitant to go to a conference because, well, we don't know anybody.
Good point.
But that's what you have to do.
Yeah, it's magic, folks.
Yes.
Relationships are what matter, right?
Absolutely.
I'd say one of the biggest things we ever learned, and I was part of a large company, as you guys mostly know, Valley Crest Landscape, and we were a $100 million organization at that time. And you know what we learned? We learned a lot of good stuff from the smaller companies. So we're the big dog at this place, and there's little dogs running around. And if you just listen and pay attention, and man, we learned, seems simple now, but in those days, we were billing at the end of the month for maintenance. And these folks are saying, we bill the week before the beginning of the month.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
beginning
yeah.
of the month, you haven't even done the work yet? Yeah, you bill it and you get the money 30 days quicker. Oh, that's a good idea. So I went back and implemented that, and they said, we can't do that, we can do that. Yes, you can do that.
And they did
we
do
did,
it.
and we
Yeah.
moved a lot of money forward. So that was a big tip. The other one was the recruiting tip that I wrote in my book. It's called EARS, the acronym. I love those acronyms, right? So give me give a problem to a candidate you're talking with. Maybe it's gross margin, one of our favorite topics. So tell me about a job you had low gross margin on. Give me an example, E. And what was the actions you took, right? I did this, that, and that. And then what were the results? And it's hard to move around that without having legit stuff,
Yeah,
right?
you can't make that up.
Yeah, it's no baloney involved, no malarkey, right? So listen, we're going to be at all three of these conferences, and we'll probably be, again, we'll have harvesters at the Leaders Forum. They're in Mexico next year as well. I think
Yes.
Harvester Judd and Allison might be there. Or,
Yes.
Yeah, or Harvester Cindy might be attending there as
Yes.
well. So listen, folks, we look forward to seeing you at all these conferences in August, Las Vegas, Technology, L&L.
Yep.
September, Elevate, down in Dallas.
Dallas.
In October, in Louisville, Kentucky.
So if you can't get to them all, try to get to at least one. That would be. I'd make a date. Get to one. If you've never been to a conference like this, it's life changing. I'm serious. It's life changing. It'll be business changing for you.
Head Harvester Bill Orman from the West Coast.
And Ed LaFlamme, head harvester from the East Coast.
We'll see you at booth 430 at Elevate.
That's pretty cool. And if you go to all these conferences, it'll help you harvest your potential.